Hi, my name's David, and I have a special memory from camp that I've written about that I want to share with you. My earliest memory of Camp Arrah Wanna is of attending summer camp as a sixth grader. It took a lot of convincing to get me there. At a different camp earlier in the summer, I had been bullied. It was a negative and traumatic experience. But my mom had signed up to be a camp counselor and assured me things would be different at this camp. When I arrived and found my cabin, most of the boys were already there. They were rowdy, laughing and horsing around, and there I stood at the door, a complete outsider. I was a shy, introverted kid and didn't feel the self-confidence to join in and introduce myself. I was so overwhelmed, I turned around and left. I just wanted to find my mom and beg her to take me home. I found myself sitting on that big rock between Stearns and the camp office, crying, wishing I was anywhere else but there. Then something happened that I will never forget. One of the boys in the cabin, Daniel, saw me sitting there alone and walked over to talk to me. Daniel was the cool kid of the cabin the others naturally looked to as a leader. Here we go again, I thought, bracing myself to be made to feel even worse. "What's your name?" he asked. I felt so ashamed I just wanted to run away and hide. "David," I said, wiping the tears from my cheeks. He introduced himself and began chatting with me. He hadn't come to be mean or belittling. He was warm and funny and welcoming. He treated me like I was just a fellow cool kid like him. Before long, all the fear and shame I was feeling melted away and I felt like I had made a new friend. "Come on," he said, putting his arm around me and steering me back toward the cabin. "Let me introduce you to my friends." What followed was one of the best weeks of my childhood. Right away, a wonderful camaraderie developed with all the guys in the cabin. We were a team, banding together, diving in wholeheartedly to all the traditions and competitions of camp. I remember warm, fresh-baked bread, archery, arts and crafts, hiking, swimming, team competitions. At a different church camp I attended, the God I was taught about was shaming and cruel. But at Camp Arrah Wanna, the message was simple and pure. You are special and valued, and God loves you. Sitting around the campfire with my new friends, singing silly songs beneath the stars and towering cedars and big leaf maples, I felt that love deeply and profoundly, and I carry it with me to this day. Since then, Camp Arrah Wanna has meant different things at different times. Many treasured memories have been forged here with my friends and family. Most recently, it has been a place of retreat, a beautiful sacred space of quiet peace as I have gone through difficult times. But I will never forget that moment on the rock with Daniel. For me, there is no truer expression of Arrah Wanna's mission and God's love as when he put his arm around my shoulder and said, "Come on, let me introduce you to my friends." Thanks.